Hello everyone, welcome back once again to my official YouTube channel English by Preeti Bhardwaj. With this video, we are beginning with the series of English grammar and the topic for today is sentence and its types. So before beginning with our topic, let us revise a few concepts of English grammar that are based on our previous knowledge. It says that letter is the smallest unit of English language, and we all know that there are 26 letters in English language starting from A, B, C, D, E. Okay. Then it says that letters are of two types. The first type is vowels. Okay, we have vowel sounds A, E, I, O, U. Then second we have consonants. Now further it says that letters combine together to form words. For an example, if I combine the letters D, O, G in a set pattern, then it creates a word dog, which is a meaningful word. Okay. Further it says that if we combine the words together, then it forms a sentence. For an example, if I combine the words I live in Cuttack in a meaningful order, then it gives us a sentence which says I live in Cuttack, which is a meaningful sentence. So we can say that the smallest unit is letter. Then if we combine letters, we get words, and if we combine words, we get sentence. Now coming to our main topic, that what is a sentence? It says that sentence is a group of words that are arranged in a meaningful order. Now look at the examples given here. The first example says fruit favorite mango is my. As you all can see that there are many words and also the words are arranged as well. But if I talk about the sentence, is it really giving us a meaning? Then it says no, because the words are not arranged in a meaningful order. So to form a sentence, it is compulsory to arrange the words in a set pattern so that it gives us a clear meaning. Looking at the next sentence, it says my favorite fruit is mango. Now this sentence is correct because the arrangement of the words is correct. Then it says mango is my favorite fruit. So this is the another way we can arrange the words to make a sentence. Now looking at the second example, it says flower rose is beautiful. Now as we all know, it is not a meaningful sentence because the words are not arranged properly. Now it's another way says rose is a beautiful flower. Now this arrangement is correct. So we have got to know that sentence is a group of words, but those group of words are to be arranged in a meaningful order. Now further talking about the composition of a sentence, it says that a sentence contains a subject and a predicate. So it means that there are two parts in a sentence. One part is subject and the another part is predicate. Now talking about the subject first, it says that the subject of the sentence is what or whom the sentence is about. For an example, in the sentence, the cat is sleeping in the sun, the word cat is the subject. Now, if I talk about this sentence again, the cat is sleeping in the sun. So, if I ask you that who is being talked about here, then the answer is very clear that the cat is being talked about. So, whosoever is being talked about, that becomes the subject of the sentence. Okay. Further talking about the predicate, it says that predicate is the part of a sentence that tells what the subject is doing. Look at the sentence again. The cat is sleeping in the sun. Now who is the subject here? Cat is the subject. And what is the cat doing here? The cat is sleeping in the sun. So sleeping in the sun, this phrase of the sentence, this clause of the sentence becomes the predicate. Okay, so there are two parts in a sentence, subject and a predicate. Subject tells us that who is being talked about. Okay, and predicate tells us that what the subject is doing. Now let us look at the types of sentences. So there are 5 types of sentences. The first one is assertive, or we may also call it as declarative sentence. Then we have interrogative sentence. Then third one is imperative sentence. Fourth one is exclamatory, and the last fifth one is optative sentence. So now first of all, let us talk about assertive or declarative sentence. So first of all, always keep this in mind that both of these names are similar to each other. Okay, so there is no such difference between assertive or declarative sentence. Both of these sentences are same. So it says that the sentence which declares or asserts a statement is an assertive or declarative sentence. It ends with a full stop. Looking at the examples here, his father was a lawyer. Second says, honesty is the best policy. So assertive or declarative sentences, these are those basic sentences which just simply tells us something, which simply declares something. For an example, if I say, I live in India, mango is my favorite fruit. So these are the very basic sentences where I am declaring something. Okay, so the sentences which declares or asserts something are assertive or declarative sentence. Next is interrogative sentence. It says a sentence that asks a question is an interrogative sentence. An interrogative sentence always ends with a question mark. Interrogative, the word itself is telling that it is interrogating something. Interrogate means to question, to ask. So interrogative sentences are those sentences which puts up a question. For an example, what is your name? Do you want tea or coffee? Now moving ahead, the next type of sentence is imperative sentence. A sentence that gives a command, instruction, advice or makes a request is an imperative sentence. An imperative sentence ends with a full stop. For an example, if I am saying, please shut the door, please get me a glass of water, clean your room, sit properly. So these are the sentences where either I am making a request or I am commanding or instructing someone. Okay, so those sentences where you give command to someone or where you make a request. So all these types of sentences comes under the category of imperative sentence. Fourth type of sentence is exclamatory sentence. Now, as the name itself is suggesting, exclamatory, it means that there is an exclamation. Now, it says that a sentence that conveys strong emotions is exclamatory sentence. An exclamatory sentence ends with an exclamatory mark. So, the very clear-cut identification of exclamatory sentence is that it will always end with an exclamatory mark. Okay, examples are here like, wow, we won the match. Hooray, let's go for the picnic. So there can be any type of strong emotion, be it sad emotion, be it happy, be it surprise. Okay, so sudden expression of emotions is done in exclamatory sentences. The last type of sentence is optative sentence. Now this sentence might be new for you all because I believe that you all must have heard about the prior 4 sentences earlier as well. But this sentence is something new for you guys. So optative sentence says that a sentence that expresses a wish, desire or prayer is an optative sentence. And this also ends with a full stop. Now look at the sentences for the further clarification. It says, may God bless us all. Wish you a happy journey together. So these sentences are those sentences where you are expressing your wish or desire. Okay, for an instance, like if you are wishing someone happy birthday, so you will be saying that wishing you a very happy birthday. So such sentences are under optative sentence. If you say to someone that may God bless you. Okay, so these are the desires or prayers of someone. So these sentences comes under the category of optative sentence. So with this we have come to an end of this topic, sentence and its types. So I hope this video will help you in understanding this topic better. If you have liked the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. In the comment section down below, let me know which topic you want me to cover next and subscribe to the channel. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.